So today we're going to introduce DALL-E, which is like an AI tool for generating pictures. Technically, this thing is linked into ChatGPT, so you're able to just generate it in ChatGPT. So let's start the presentation. So today our table content is overview of DALL-E and how DALL-E work and example of DALL-E and all of those things. So first, the overview. What is DALL-E? DALL-E is an advanced AI tool developed by OpenAI that creates images from text descriptions. It transforms creative ideas into visual from realistic scenes to imaginative concepts. DALL-E is designed to be accessible, enabling users to describe what they want and instantly see to visualize. So to summarize this thing, you just putting words in, like, let's say, because before I was looking at the slides, I'd never used ChatGPT to make pictures, but because I see this and now I start doing that on my ChatGPT, and it's very straightforward technically, just like if you want to make a picture of a dog, you just said, please make me a picture of dog. And that's how it is. It just transformed to a dog, even though it looks a little bit too fake and very sharp, but the picture come out. So why is DALL-E special? DALL-E is feature enabled to create unique customized visual for a wide range of users. An imaginative creation combine unexpected element like giraffe driving a car. So it's like technically because for AI, they don't have like limits. So they can do technically whatever you want. Board, wait, but like legal. Board application, art, education, design, and storytelling. User-friendly, no technical skill required, just like I said. You only need to insert like word as long as, I mean, for someone, even though you can't even type, you can put like your voice in it, but maybe it has to be clear for like a certain language. Like you have to speak clear English in order to understand you. But technically, it's very easy to assess and very easy to get into it. How did DALL-E work? So DALL-E uses a transformer-based AI model trained on vast amounts of text and image data. It learns to connect language with visual elements, enable it to interpret description and create corresponding images. This process makes it capable of producing both realistic and imaginative visual. So how this thing work is like, so for AI, while we're inserting whatever language we're inputting, because AI technically is a computer algorithm. So we have an input and an output, right? That's like a whole point. It's like a basic function. There's like the input is your X value and there's a Y value coming out. So that's like a basic algorithm for computer science. However, so for this AI, even though let's say X is what we're inputting, like let's say someone put X like using another language like Spanish, and then we're using English. However, computer will translate these data into numbers, which is that binary number which computer can understand, and then into so therefore that's why we don't need to worry about whatever language we're putting in. They can all understand because they're translating into a computer language. And with that language is basically a bunch of numbers. And how this thing get trained is like it looks at pictures and then it looks at the picture like of our real life, like dogs, like in here as an example of dog. It looks at those picture and then transform this picture also in those numbers. And therefore, while you inserting the like dog, this word, they technically transform to a sequence of number, like a dog with a saxophone, and then the sequence of number will be there. And then I think it will match up with the database with like the dog sequence and saxophone sequence and put them together to create a like picture with saxophone and dog into it. However, we think this is like kind of because again, it need to get trained to get better because let's say if it's only basically like how I just said, like very easy with saxophone and dog, then it will be like a saxophone on the side and dog on the side. How do we make it like, oh, a dog playing saxophone? So this requires more training. So they use human data, like what does playing definite define as? Because we use play, but computer don't know what it's playing, but so that's why AI training requires a lot of like computer GPU and those stuff. Like it takes a lot of space and a lot of money, a lot of internet because just too much calculation because they need to learn those things in other way like I do, our do, because they everything to them is just pure numbers. So technically they're spending way more time on actually trying to figure those out. But a lot of computer can do all of this really fast, even though they're spending way more steps than us, but they can also calculate it faster than us. So that's how this work. Even though I know it's kind of confusing, but we can explain it later for more detail. So breaking down this process, DALL-E image generation is a process simple but powerful, yet powerful, involving three key steps. Input, describe what you want, a tree house in a snowy forest. AI analyze the DALL-E understands the meaning of and visualize the concept. Output generates an image based on the description. So personally, I think the ability of using ChatGPT is very big gap. There's people who don't really know how to use ChatGPT because they don't know how to demonstrate. Let me look at the chat. Anyone knows that AI made a mistake? The instrument, yes, that's true. This is very correct because ChatGPT nowadays make a lot of mistake because I always use ChatGPT to check my math answer because my teacher's answer key always get wrong and I'm not sure did I get it correct or not, so I ChatGPT the answer. But sometimes I even realize I have mistakes, so don't always believe ChatGPT 100% because AI also make mistake because such a big calculation. Sometimes I forget a theorem or blah blah blah. It's normal. And then is normal. And so for using ChatGPT ability, the ability how you can describe something is very important. Describe what you want. Like you said, make a house. They don't really know what house you want to make, but adding more adjectives or adding more description will get a better and detailed output out. So technically using ChatGPT, you want to describe as detailed as you wanted to in order to get the best product you want. So examples of DALL-E, DALL-E has practical application across various fields, helping user bring ideas to life visually and can be used for a variety of real-world applications, including creative projects, design unique artworks, poster or book covers, education, create visual aids to simplify complex concepts, storytelling, bring characters and scenes to life for presentation or stories. Event planning, design invitation, themes, and decoration. Social media generate eye-catching visual for posts and campaigns. Me personally think we don't use DALL-E that much because it's still very obvious that it's AI. Technically, in my school, I'm taking like a AI philosophy class. It's like, is this correct? And how is AI distinguished from people? Blah 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 stuff. So me personally also agree that we don't really use DALL-E that often in life, other than like entertaining, because it's too obvious that it is created by AI, like based on ChatGPT right now. But we believe in future this will be more and more popular because AI get better and more realistic. So example, you can see these are the picture. This one looks a little real, but this one you can tell is based AI. I don't know, it just feel like it, as a human we can see this and I feel like this looks very AI. This probably don't look that AI because it's very cartoon, but this is still AI. Maybe we use for kindergarten education, maybe it will work, but probably not after we're getting older because people can tell that's AI. And also there's like ice cream ads. I mean, we think this ad is not that bad, but you can still tell it's AI. And this one looks pretty cool, I think. So sometimes we can use AI for some of these, but using AI project for like, I think for most of the platform is like illegal, I think, because it's technically not your work. How to use DALL-E? With DALL-E now integrated into ChatGPT, user can now generate highly detailed and accurate images directly to their prompts. The number of image generation available depends on your ChatGPT payment plan, offering flexibility based on your need. Yes, ChatGPT do use this to make money, like OpenAI, they need money, so they're not doing this for free. And I just realized that because while I was having a free plan before, and then today I was trying to do DALL-E because I saw this presentation. I realized I'm only allowed to generate like 3 pictures per day. However, therefore, I just spent $20 buying the ChatGPT Plus, and then I can create infinity pictures. Me personally don't think because I use ChatGPT a lot in my life. Like what I just introduced, I use it for checking my math answer, like analyzing a history prompt, analyzing a history events, asking some like science problem, all of those things. So I think $220 is worth it for this, even though I don't really use it just for DALL-E because it provide me a more accurate and better system. And then okay, so if you want infinite picture, then you have to buy another plan. But if you only like 3 picture per day is enough, then for sure. So process, go to your research engine and look up ChatGPT. Load up ChatGPT. You should see a search bar at the bottom of your screen once loaded. Type out the type of image you would like DALL-E to create. Click enter and your image should be created shortly. So this is like the picture. We put ChatGPT into Google, and then we see like OpenAI ChatGPT, and we just go into there, and this should be the page that you're inserting your wants, like what I said, inserting your inputs, and then type out the type of image you would like DALL-E to create, like create an image of space. So this is not really detailed, so it will not be that detailed, like what kind of space you want. So I click enter on the arrow button on the right, and then the image will come out. Like what I said, be careful because sometimes if you do it too much per day, it will get limited and you will realize, oh, wow, you're just trying to see what is happening while you actually want to do something. While you waste your like chance per day, that's what I just did. And then you will need to pay for it. So there's resources about, I think this is an OpenAI, this is an OpenAI article. Yes. And then this is ChatGPT, and then OpenAI, another article about DALL-E.